Okay, so last week I ranked the 8 teams that were eliminated in the first round of the NBA playoffs. And just like I said, once the conference finals were up, I would rank all of the teams that made it out of the first round from last to first. So starting things out at number 8, we had the Toronto Raptors. Were the Raptors the worst team in the playoffs? Maybe, maybe not. But I have a hard time putting them any higher after the way that they performed against Cleveland in the conference semis. Some of the blame could be put on Kyle Lowry not being 100%, even before missing the final 2 games. But then again, we've seen Kyle Lowry in the playoffs before. At number 7, we had the Utah Jazz. So this team is a little tough to grade. They may have lost Rudy Gobert, but the team that they faced lost Blake Griffin to more games than Utah lost Gobert for. And they were swept by the Golden State Warriors, just like every other team that had faced them. So where do you place the Jazz? Well, I placed them here because it's very possible, although not known for sure, that the Clippers could have beaten them had both teams been 100% healthy. I don't think I could say that about any other team that advanced against their first round matchup. They also had the same record as the team that got swept by the Cavs. 7, we had the Washington Wizards. The Wizards are here because they were able to take Boston to 7 games. They also beat the Atlanta Hawks, a team that might be a tad better than the Milwaukee Bucks, the team that Toronto beat. Yes, they lost in the second round just as the other two did, but they were so close to getting to the conference finals that I almost tasted it myself. At number 5, we had the Boston Celtics. This is the only team to win a game against Cleveland so far in these playoffs. Well, before, they lost to Golden State and everything. Does that mean that Boston is really that much better than every other team mentioned? Sadly, it does not. Yes, Boston was able to steal one game from Cleveland, but they were still outscored by Cleveland by a total of 97 points. The series was very one-sided. Cleveland underestimated Boston after Isaiah Thomas went down, and that's what gave Boston the edge. But once Cleveland turned it back on, Boston fell back to reality. But they still did something that other teams didn't. They made it to the conference finals, and they won the game against Cleveland. Ultimately, I feel that all of the teams mentioned so far are on the same level, but there are no ties here, so Boston gets the 5th spot. At number 4, we had the Houston Rockets. Okay, Houston didn't make it past the second round, but they were more impressive in the first round than any other team mentioned so far, and they really took it to the San Antonio Spurs before losing in Game 6, thanks to James Harden's very questionable meltdown. Actually, the more I talk, the more I see that you can make a case for them being lower, but I just haven't seen enough from the other teams to realistically put them over Houston. At number 3, we had the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs got a really tough break, losing Kawhi Leonard in Game 1 against Golden State in the Western Conference Finals. But before that, they were tested against Memphis, but ultimately they passed. And for anyone that questioned San Antonio after that series, combined with Game 1 thrashing at the hands of the Houston Rockets, were reassured of San Antonio's dominance when they went on to win 4 of the next 5 in that second round series. As I mentioned before, San Antonio lost Kawhi Leonard in the conference finals. Before he went down, they were giving the Golden State Warriors everything that they could handle until Kawhi went down, then everything fell apart. At number 2, we had the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs almost finished number 1 in these rankings, and then Game 3 against the Boston Celtics happened. I'm not going to go as far as saying that Cleveland was the best team in the playoffs before then, but they were in the discussion for most impressive. But in the end, 12-0 is better than 12-1. It's even worse when factoring in that the one loss came at the hands of the Boston Celtics without Isaiah Thomas. And the number 1 team in this year's NBA playoffs is the Golden State Warriors. I know, you weren't expecting this. Did Golden State have a few easy breaks on their road to the finals? Of course, but Golden State has capitalized on theirs. Even if Kawhi was healthy and San Antonio steals a game or two, can you really see San Antonio beating Golden State? Because I can't. Can you see any team in the East other than Cleveland defeating a healthy San Antonio? Didn't think so. The Golden State Warriors have been the best team in this year's NBA playoffs, and that should not be up for debate. Really hope everyone enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments if you would change anything. Be on the lookout for what I have coming next. And don't forget to rate, share, and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I drop some more content. Thanks again and have a great day.